What better way to spend a Saturday afternoon than this game that we have in store for you right here? Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Thunderbirds and the Vikings. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last
And it's the Thunderbirds kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Vikings offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. He is the guy they believe is the missing piece in this running attack. The run inside. It's Harper. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Right side, it's Nicholson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Vikings in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Harper. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. To the ground. He's got it again.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Out wide right, it's Jordan. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Vikings send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Now the Thunderbirds offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. On the RPO, got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Thunderbirds want to move quickly. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Thunderbirds have their offense in high gear.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind him.
He's going for it all. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? 3rd and long coming up. Jackson will throw. Lets it fly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds who will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Gonna run it. It's Harper. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Vikings with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tells to fake. Out wide left, it's Jordan. Makes the catch and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Vikings come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much.
He's going to fire deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Running inside, it's Harper. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Right side, it's Griffin. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Leaves it in his belly. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Looking for the edge. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Vikings pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick give, it's Harper. Quick spin on the line. brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeps it on the option. There he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Vikings back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for running room. Here's a little room there. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his feet. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got rid of it just in time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground.
Caught, and he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the counter. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Long way to go on second down. Keep it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, it's Harper. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Vikings will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And it's the Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the middle, and he almost had a pick. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Harper. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Vikings decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Play action on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The Thunderbirds in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Just feeds to running back. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And it's the Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The option, he'll keep it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Can hold on in the face of the contact. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Second down, gonna throw it. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. This offense has it with really good field position. Off-play action. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Got it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. 3rd and long right here. Jackson will throw. Trying to get rid of it, and he avoids the sack. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Going with the counter play here. All over him immediately. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. Making his first move. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Some misdirection with the counter. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. The play fake. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to get started. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Out wide right, it's Jordan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Vikings will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick give. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Give to the running back. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jackson will throw. Fires immediately. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the big fella. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side is Jordan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're all over it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
fellas. Welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 9 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Bulldogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Vikings will kick it off to start the second half. From deep, it's Jenkins. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Push is ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly.
Snags it, and he's open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And it's the Thunderbirds with the 1st and 10.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 97 set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Rid of it on the RPO. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Hand it to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. Turning it on. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense getting set for first down. RPO complete. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Vikings can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Might as well give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Working the ground game. Maybe some room here. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Made a defender miss. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Powers forward. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vikings!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Searching for space. Makes a move. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Looking for the marker. And some great 4th down defense against the run. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for running room. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. 2nd down coming up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Jackson gonna throw it. Reels it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Tight end now in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his target. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Power ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. On the run, it's Harper. Driven back. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out wide left, it's Matthews. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Right at the line. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 45. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Vikings are marching down the field. Hits inside. It's Harper. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The Vikings come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Right side, it's Griffin. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson will throw. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The fake wants to throw. Makes a grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Harper. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Trying to establish the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly on the move. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. And it's the Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Thunderbirds, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Jackson going to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Well, the turnover squandered an opportunity to put this game away a moment ago. Now they'll have to pull it out of the fire in a tie ball game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They'll go back to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll line up for a second down play. Left side is Matthews. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Vikings, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out wide right, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Viking. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Quick give. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Hand it to the back. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they've used their last timeout, and now the offense can start burning the clock. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Makes a catch. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.